Welcome to episode 1 of High Protein Holidays, and today we are making mini pumpkin cheesecake bites with a secret ingredient. I'll tell you, it's cottage cheese. So these are about 6 grams of protein each, and they are so easy to make. We're going to start by making a homemade graham cracker crust. This is so simple. I like to use the food processor, but you could also just crush the graham crackers in a plastic bag. First, you need to melt some butter. I like to use the microwave about 30 seconds. Then you're gonna add your graham crackers to the food processor with just a touch of sugar and that melted butter and pulse until it looks like wet sand. Next, we're gonna prep our muffin tin. I like to just put parchment paper liner in those. I find that it pulls away really easily once they're done. And then we're gonna add about a tablespoon each of that graham cracker crust to the bottom of each. We're making 12 today. Be sure to use the back of your spoon or your fingers and lightly press down so that the crust is nice and packed in. And then put it in your 350 oven for 10 minutes. Next up, we have to make the pumpkin filling. So we're gonna start by adding cottage cheese. I like to use a 4% cottage cheese. It's higher in fat, it's less wet. It just makes a better end product. We're gonna add that to the blender with some pumpkin puree, a whole can, and we're also going to add in some maple syrup for sweetness. You could also use honey here, and eggs. This really helps bind it. Some gluten-free flour. This is just gonna help absorb any extra liquid that's in the cottage cheese or the pumpkin. I like to add just a touch of vanilla. It just takes it to the next level. And then of course we need some pumpkin spices. So I'm using a pumpkin pie spice, but I also like to add in just a little bit of cinnamon because I love cinnamon, let's be honest. Okay, we have to blend this up and it needs to be blended until it's completely smooth. We don't want any chunks of cottage cheese because they will not cook out. So blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it some more. Okay, at this point, the crust should be ready or close to ready. So once they're done, pull them out of the oven and then you can add the pumpkin mixture right on top. You don't need to let these cool or anything. Pour it in to the very top of your liner. Try not to go over or it will spill. So once all these are filled, we're going to carefully put these back in the oven at 350 for 25 minutes. Pull them out of the oven and allow them to cool on the countertop until they are cool to the touch, and then put them in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 hours or even overnight. I find that really letting them cool down helps the parchment paper pull away, but also helps really set up the texture. Once you're ready to serve, I like to add a little bit of whipped topping or whipped cream, whatever you love. I just think it takes it to the next level, but you could easily just eat these as is. They are delicious. But I'm gonna show you a little trick for presentation. So we're gonna add just a little bit of whipped cream and then a little bit of pumpkin pie spice. And that just looks so beautiful. Who would not want this? No one's gonna know it's high protein, I promise. And it is the most delicious snack. Look at how beautiful that is. It's so good. So if you're looking for more high protein recipes, be sure to follow us at High Protein Kitchen. See you in the next one. Have a great day.